Really? Damn. Well, let's go for it then.
A lot of things, maybe a lot of things that you have to say, but I've been in a relationship with someone for the past year.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why I actually gravitated towards your videos is because he thinks very much the way that you do. And we would get into, discussions and disagreements about it all the time. And he's like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying the truth of what it is. And, he would explain it to me and we would have our little debates and whatever. And so it was very entertaining almost for me to like hear, the discussions
somebody else.
And the discussions that you would have with women. And, I've been watching a lot of your content as of lately. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of it makes sense. The only thing,
Hold on just a second. If you have a disagreement in the Zoom meeting room, if you have a disagreement, raise your hand. When prioritizing disagreements, go ahead, Melissa.
Okay, so the only thing I'll have a disagreement with is we were actually just watching one of your videos together like an hour ago. Okay. And you were talking to this woman who was like she worked in financial, and she she was probably one of the more like sane ones that just made a lot of sense, and she had I think a 9-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And she made good money, and she was, and she kind of was even open to the idea of lowering her standards in the sense of what the man makes. Okay. And then she talked about wanting to go to museums with the person and this and that, and having for them to be cultured. And I just feel like.
Does she wear glasses?
Yes.
I know you're referring to.
Yes.
And the problem with her wanting somebody to be cultured. How many people? What's your issue with it? Before I say that.
Well, I would say that I'm on your side and then I'm not, just because I feel like maybe you made the argument. I don't know why you maybe made the argument, but
because men don't give a shit about that kind of stuff in general. I mean, it'll be no different. There'll be no different than women who are saying, I want a man who reads poetry and picks flowers. You guys, and it's like, well, wait a minute, that's not what men do. Or if a man said, you know what, I want a woman who's into off-roading and NASCAR. See, you ladies have no problem putting your expectations on us that are feminine, but then we put it in those terms. Hey, I want a woman who can get out, who can. You want to share with us? Good, babe. Go buy the new PS5, the new Call of Duty, the new 2K, and it's like, well, I'm not into that stuff. Well, men don't really want to go to museums and all that other stuff. The reason we do that is because we want to have sex.
But I think that when it's a loving relationship and it's a relationship where the two people care about each other, there's always going to be something where the other party doesn't necessarily love doing.
Right. But and you get to do that in moderation. You're right. And you get to do that in moderation. It's like here's what it is. You get to redeem either 2 or 4 chick flick coupons per year. You can only ask us to watch beaches. You can only ask us to go do chick stuff 2 or 4 times out of the year. Not all the time.
Yes.
So it's not a matter of that the man would not go. It's a matter of frequency.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. And I feel like, just her situation and just, I don't know, I got like a really good vibe from her. I feel like she was being very genuine, and she isn't a really
but she couldn't date a man who was middle income. I know who you're talking about.
Yes, absolutely. And I agree with you, but I also feel like, it isn't too much for her to expect that she can find a man who will be willing to do those things for her, even if that's maybe not their forte.
Okay. This is okay. Are you basing this on what men say?
I'm basing it off of what she wants.
Right. Do you have any children?
No.
You ever have a kid, they want to eat cupcakes for breakfast.
Mm.
You ladies talk to each other about what you want. And because what she wants and what you want, you always substantiate each other's wants. But is it what men, is it who men are?
No, but the thing is that us as women, I feel like, and maybe there's a double standard here, but I feel like even us as women, there's going to be times where we don't necessarily enjoy doing a certain thing, and maybe it might be different because in my relationship, we make those compromises.
Sad news again to the YouTube. Kevin Samuels, born 13th May 1969 in Atlanta, Georgia, has passed away at 56 years. He was famously known as the controversial social media and YouTube sensation, dating expert, and social media influencer. According to the Instagram, he described himself as an image consultant. He was also famously known as the dating guru. His mother confirmed his death yesterday. This was after his last video 24 hours before his death. These are some of his best funny discussions with his followers. As you're watching, remember to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you. May his soul rest in eternal peace and rest with the angels. Your legacy will still live on, Kevin Samuels.